income. Reason number 7, it was a massive up.
Tales of wonder.
Right? Different things you do.
IQRA Kids TV. Welcome to IQRA Kids TV, Ramadan Special.
Assalamu alaikum.
And welcome to IQRA Kids TV Ramadan Special. How are you all today? I hope you're all having a beautiful Ramadan, inshallah. How's yours going?
Ramadan is going quite swimmingly, actually. I'm really enjoying it, alhamdulillah.
It is actually it's actually going very fast.
Yeah, it seems every year, we look forward to it, and then before you know it, it's just gone.
As you know, on IQRA Kids TV Ramadan Special, we have so much in store for you. We have the Random Art Studio, the Let's See the World, Muslim Heroes, Tales of Wonder, Nasheeds Made Simple, and my famous Ramadan calendar. What else? Oh, special guests.
Special guests, inshallah.
Exactly.
Right, so is that it, Auntie Kay?
I think so.
Thank you so much. Don't forget to let them know that if they want to be on our show, what do they need to do?
All you need to do is send in an email at info@iqra.tv or
You can go to the
IQRA
DM,
at,
DM.
Or DM Instagram at
IQRA
What
Kids
is it?
TV.
Remind me. It's coming.
See, the fasting
IQRA
is
Kids
getting to
TV.
her, isn't
IQRA
it?
Kids TV.
Let's face it.
Instagram is IQRA Kids TV. Send in a picture if you want a picture that Khaleel can then feature on his Ramadan art studio.
That's right, Random Art Studio. Yeah, we'll definitely
Random
sort you
Art
out with that one, inshallah. I think the fasting's getting to her. She's slowing down a little bit, Right, before she totally keels over, let's get into part 2 of our Ramadan facts.
أهل علينا شهر رمضان بالأمن والإيمان والسلامة والإسلام.
Ramadan begins during the 9th month of the Islamic lunar calendar, when the new crescent moon can first be seen. When is that, Auntie? When is that ever going to happen, when we all see the moon together and fast at the same time? Tell me when.
Let's just not get into that again.
Okie dokie. Fair enough.
Vimto sales increase during Ramadan. Vimto sales. Even though it might not... Vimto, what is Vimto? Just in case the viewers don't know. In case you don't know, actually.
It's a very sweet drink that you dilute to taste, and it's very nice.
Very famous. Nearly every household, I think, has that drink.
Nearly, yeah. Somebody's making money off it, so...
Even though it might not be traditional, many British Muslims enjoy a glass of Vimto when they break their fast. So much so that sales of Vimto increased during Ramadan. 35 million bottles of Vimto are also sold in the Middle East each year, with a big amount of sales happening during Ramadan.
Well, I never knew that. I mean, I like Vimto. We've been drinking it quite recently, the last couple of months. But not for Ramadan. But I had no idea that the sales went through the roof because people are rushing out to buy it so they can use it to break their fast. Is that what it said?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's what it said. Yeah. I mean, I can relate to that because my husband enjoys Vimto, but he has to have it with sparkling water.
Ew! Really? Okay.
Otherwise, it just doesn't taste right for him.
Muslims consider fasting in Ramadan a core part of their religious beliefs. Really? Before dawn, people eat a meal called suhoor. The dusk meal is called the iftar. So in the morning, we get up really early, we have a little meal, okay? It's not good to stuff your face at that point though, is it? But people have a little meal, and then throughout the day, we eat nothing. Then at the last, as the sun goes down, we eat again, called iftar.
Ramadan is often a community affair, with more people attending mosque in the evenings and coming together with friends and family for iftar. Have you been to the mosque for iftar or any community gathering?
Not yet, because we've been here doing a lot of work, so we've not had a chance so far. So make dua that I can make it soon. Right, we've got part 3 coming up soon, guys, so don't you miss it.
أهل علينا شهر رمضان بالأمن والإيمان والسلامة والإسلام.
صلي ربي على النبي شفيعنا أحمد. صلي ربي على النبي مولانا محمد صلي ربي على النبي شفيعنا أحمد صلي ربي على النبي مولانا محمد صلي ربي على النبي شفيعنا أحمد صلي ربي على النبي مولانا محمد. The people that in darkness dwell a glorious light have seen. Oh, God's prophet now to them has come, Muhammad al-Amin. Salli, salli, Rabbi ala nabi shafi'ina Ahmad. Salli, Rabbi ala nabi Maulana Muhammad. We hail thee, Allah's prophet true, of prophecy the seal. Oh, we read with reverence the book thou was sent to reveal. Salli, salli, Rabbi ala nabi shafi'ina Ahmad. Oh, salli Rabbi ala nabi Maulana Muhammad. For thou the burden didst remove, idolatries fell raw. Oh, and in thy day the idols fell before the sword of God. Salli, salli, Rabbi ala nabi shafi'ina Ahmad. Salli Rabbi ala nabi Maulana Muhammad. To bless Arabia and the world, most surely thou was raised. Oh, we'll sing thy praises evermore. Our Mustafa the brave. Salli, salli, Rabbi ala nabi shafi'ina Ahmad. Oh, salli Rabbi ala nabi Maulana Muhammad. We watch this gentle fostering care, the seed that thou hast sown. Oh, and trust to hear the world declare God's prophet as his own. Salli, salli, Rabbi ala nabi shafi'ina Ahmad. Oh, salli Rabbi ala nabi Maulana Muhammad. Salli Rabbi النبي شفيعنا أحمد صلي ربي على النبي مولانا محمد صلي ربي على النبي شفيعنا أحمد صلي ربي على النبي مولانا محمد
Lovely Nasheed, isn't it? Oh my gosh, such wonderful talent. Oh. Right, guys, it's time for Auntie Kate to start going again because it's time for the Ramadan calendar.
Okay, everyone ready at home after 3?
Hold on a minute, because last time I did the first one, but I didn't clap along for the second one. So could you just let me know when we're going to do it?
Okay, so
I'm just going to watch you carefully.
First I pull up my sleeves.
Me too. Oh, I've got these sleeves.
Pull up the sleeves and say, okay, now for the Ramadan calendar.
Ooh, and what is the topic?
Okay, and for today's topic, again, 1, 2, 3, hijab.
The hijab is beautiful. Few things in life beautify a woman more than a hijab. Why? Because not only is it appealing physically with its lovely colors, patterns and styles, but it signifies that the wearer is a Muslim and proud of her deen. It is a beautiful representation of the deen of Islam for all the world to see. The hijab symbolizes the belief that as a Muslim, one must try to live every day in respect of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with modesty and show devotion to the religion as a whole. By wearing the headscarf, it is one way of expressing one's love for Allah. In this way, hijab can also be the way one acts, thinks and treats others, aside from wearing the scarf. The history of hijab. The hijab originated in pre-Islamic societies, representing an upper-class status. In Mediterranean societies, women with wealth wore veils. Slave women were prohibited from wearing the veil as well. Greek and Persian society followed similar rules. Today, the veil also exists in other cultures and religions, including Judaism and Christianity, mostly in conservative Catholic communities, Anabaptists, including the Amish. The style and practice of hijab varies from country to country, depending on that area's traditions. These veils vary in color, fabric, and length in which it covers areas of the body, including the hair and the face. They also vary in style, including simple, sporty, or even more embellished and elaborate styles. There are other terms used to describe particular types of hijabs, including the qimar and jilbab, that vary in style. Well, we got through the hijab. I thought it was nice that I should read about the hijab instead of you, Auntie Kay. What do you think?
Well, just like I read about football, you can read about hijab.
What's that got to do with anything? Football's not a male sport.
Well, oh, here we go.
I don't even like football.
Oh, that's so true.
Oh, I don't even like football.
So, next up we have art. We have the Random Art Studio with Khaleel Mohammed.
Right, so we're not going to use the random spinner as we normally do, because what we're going to do, we're going to do some of our art based on Auntie Kay's clappy random calendar thing. Random calendar, Ramadan calendar. Of course, today was all about those hijabs. So as normal, I have found a hijab on Google, and we'll put it on the screen somewhere here. Okay, so you can see it, and I'm gonna draw that now. Okay, now Auntie Kay says, Khaleel, why don't you draw my hijab? I was like,
it's nice and colourful.
No, thank you. Right, so what we're doing, we're going to use this dry whiteboard and the image that we've got on screen. I've got it on my phone as well. I'm going to draw that, Auntie Kay, okay? So you can see a real artist at work, up close and personal, okay? So based on this picture there, I'm not going to show Auntie Kay so she can see what's happening, right? There's got no face in it. I did that deliberately, not that I got problem with faces, but it's going to be awkward. Now again, guys, let me just say this before we do anything else.
Oh, it's serious when he takes his glasses off.
Ooh, right, we always just draw stuff. You've seen me make a lot of mistakes, but I still persevere and try to make it look kind of half decent. Now, this is the first time we're going to be doing a random art on a dry whiteboard with a marker like this. So if it goes wrong,
That's a proper marker, right?
that is a proper, no, it is a dry wipe.
Okay.
It better be, right? So if it goes wrong, it goes wrong, okay? This is part of what I was trying to get you guys to do, is to just push yourself, keep going. If you make a few mistakes, resist the urge of just chucking it all out, okay? Keep going and keep going and keep going. Now, I keep going because I don't want to embarrass myself on television. And it works out nicely because some of the pictures that we've done before, and we will have a review of some of the previous pictures we've done. After I looked at them, I was like, whoa, it's come out a lot better than I thought it would do, considering that I did make mistakes, I'll be honest, right? So that's the lesson for today. Right, let's see what we can do if we can draw this. Again, you know, the pen don't lie, especially when it's on a white bit of board and you've got a marker here. If you get it wrong, everyone's going to see it. Why do I have to say things like that? Even though it's true, right? So let's...
Do we talk? Should I hold it for you?
Yeah, why not? You can
Might as
do some work, you know what I mean? Right, so I've just started with the oval of the face. This picture doesn't have a face. But Auntie K, you'd be surprised the amount of pictures that we've done where we've had because normally we do the random spinner. And the random spinner has got a bunch of things that I put there, or some of our visitors have asked to put there, but still, you don't know what you're gonna get. It's like a box of chocolates sometimes. You're not quite sure what you're gonna get. So part of what we do, we try to get kids to come out of their comfort zone and not draw things that they always draw anyway. And draw something a bit different. And that way to develop their artistic skills in different departments. Because I was telling the kids at home, I used to draw superheroes all the time. And when it came to drawing things like a bed or a car, I couldn't do it. Because I spent too much time just drawing superheroes all the time. I didn't develop those other skills. So this is what we use the random spinner for. To sort of develop those other skills, drawing things that we wouldn't normally draw because we're not interested in that kind of thing. Pikachu and stuff like that, I'm not really into it.
Right.
But we've had to draw it. And I think we've done a good job, inshallah, you know? We've done quite a good job. So that's the philosophy of what we do on our show. And I'm glad to see that some of the kids have been sending their artwork in, which we will be featuring again. As soon as we get more, guys, remember, if you want your work featured on our show, all you need to do is just go to Instagram, follow us on Instagram, IQRA KIDS TV, and simply just DM us the photo, tell us about yourself a little bit, and we'll feature it on the show, and also we'll put it on the wall. So if you've not had your work featured yet, and I know for a fact there's a lot of great artists out there, okay, because we've seen a smattering, some examples so far, but I know there's a lot more out there, and you're watching going, I don't know if I should send it, just send it in.
And we've had some children come on to the random art
That's
show.
right, yeah, we had some lovely kids coming on, so that's going to be awesome. So I'm going to stop right there because I don't want to go too far. To be honest, it's a bit awkward like this, drawing like this. But anybody looking at that come off the street, they'd be like, Khaleel, what's that now? Because the face isn't there. Now the face, maybe I can, let's put a cap on. Some people do lose their caps, you know.
I just understood what you meant.
Okay, let me just put in.
Okay. Good idea.
This is me taking artistic license. Okay, again, with markers like this, can you shade? You can't shade, you can't do anything. So it's very difficult to master the art of drawing something with a black pen, what is basically a black marker. But as I said again...
I feel she needs the back bit, you know, like the hump type of bit. I don't know.
What's that? So that's where her hair is with the ponytail. So that's why it's sticking out that way. I didn't mean to do it, just accident. But we might as well blag it, right? So that's kind of what we've got there so far. I've even added a face, okay? So there you go. Not bad, not bad. Right, guys, so we're going to draw that line under that one. Thank you so much, Auntie K, for your assistance. Okay, guys, remember, send your artwork in. We want to see what you've been up to. You've been watching all of our shows. Surely something has occurred to you that you could draw and send something in. What you're waiting for. Right, guys, we've got to go now. Auntie Kay, thank you very much for being my assistant today.
You're very welcome.
Speak to you soon. See you in a bit. And that is today's show, Auntie Kay. I enjoyed today's show. A little tutorial with that little hijabi lady there as well. It's a shame I have to rub it off.
It's kind of great how no, don't. I want to say that it's like that how we can only a few lines make a great difference to a picture.
Yes.
These lines, just adding a line.
Yeah.
You could have drawn a plain hijab, but just by adding a few lines, it just brings that picture.
Because you said that, I'm not going to rub it off just yet. One thing we forgot to mention is the certificates. Yeah. If they have their artwork, could you grab my arm? I'm not Mr. Tickle, right? If you want to come on the show, we're gonna give you one of these lovely certificates. And we also have some wonderful Power Lad goodie bags as well. It's got sweets, but it's also got random artistic bits and pieces in there. It's got a little comic with his story as well, if you wanna check out some of the stuff that he does. Anyway, is that it? Anything else? That's it for today, guys. Be sure to tune into our other shows coming up soon. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Ramadan, love the Ramadan, Ramadan, love the Ramadan, Ramadan, love the Ramadan, Ramadan, love the Ramadan. In all the day no food, finyam for the fasting, siyam. Fast with the eye and we fast with the tongue. Ramadan is embraced by the old and the young. For generation, this are the prescription. Ramadan with the fasting, the Muslim participate. And the sunnah is for broke the fast with the date. And brothers them all go share one plate. Cause you get the blessing when you congregate. Ramadan, love the Ramadan, Ramadan, love the Ramadan, Ramadan, love the Ramadan, Ramadan, love the Ramadan. Ramadan, the Muslims stand strong. Middle of the night, them all go past straight long. This is the month we increase the iman. Tell you something, me just love the Ramadan. Ramadan, the devil, the rebel, him in a jail. And for the whole of the month, him all go get no bail. And if you do the bad deeds in a Ramadan, you know you all go fail. Celebrate, read the Quran and do good deeds enough. Qiyam al-layl. Ramadan, love the Ramadan, Ramadan, love the Ramadan, Ramadan, love the Ramadan, Ramadan, love the Ramadan. Hey, I say we 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 love the Ramadan.
Welcome to IQRA Kids TV, Ramadan Special.
Reason number 7, it was a massive up.
Tales of wonder.
Right? Different things you do.
IQRA Kids TV.